Hi guys, it's Troy. I'm from Healthy Living Toxic Free and a distributor for Young Living. And it's been a while since I've done one of these unboxings, so I thought what I'd do is just do a recap on a couple of my previous orders, because I talk a lot about, oh, I got all this stuff for free and all that sort of stuff, and if someone comes in and the seal is oils and they think, oh man, he must spend a lot on oils, and the truth is I have over half of my oils were freebies. And I just want to show you an example. This is the February Central Rewards promo, which means this is the things that were for free in February, and I was able to get all of those things. And so depending on how much you spend, obviously depends on how much you get for free. So the first tier in February, and this was the fall in love, obviously to coincide with Valentine's, I would say. So the first freebie I got was a patchouli oil. And then the next free item I picked up was a goldenrod oil, which I have not had in before. I'm actually going to smell that now, and I know this is one of the oils that comes from Young Living's own farms. Wow. That's a really unique fragrance. I will definitely enjoy that. So that's the goldenrod. So that was free, and that's an oil I have wanted for a while. So if you think about the value, the patchouli is worth almost $29. Add the goldenrod, so together that's about $55 value. And then you also picked up in the next tier of freebies, so this tier here, the third tier, you also got this beautiful make your own perfume bottle. And so you literally use your oils and you can make your own perfume. Now this is not something that you can buy from Young Living. This was just a freebie in the promos. So I've got a geranium, which is another very nice oil, and I've got this perfume bottle that came in the little box there. And so collectively now, those four items, that's nearly $140 of free product. And then on top of that, there was the piece de resistance, which is why I basically went all out that month. And I picked up this, which is a little seed to seal story collection. So in this box is a beautiful package of these free 10 ml oils, and inside that you have a lavender, a peppermint, and a tea tree. So that comes in that little box there, and that was free. And you get a little seed to seal booklet which tells you about each of the oils and the seed to seal, what it means, which is I've been through it many times, so I'm not going to delve into it here. But so all this that was free, which came with my February order. So what I'll do now is I'm going to actually unbox the last delivery I've received, which was my March one. So we're into April now, but I'll show you what the March delivery looks like. So I'm going to clear that free stuff away. I might just move it to the side there and move my drink bottle. And I'm going to move all that to the side here so it doesn't get confused with the current order. And we will check out the freebies in this month. So this month is not actually an unboxing, it's an unbagging. Now the reason why it's an unbagging is because in March the promo included a backpack, which I thought was a really cool idea. So the free items in March, and this depends on, there's 4 different tiers depending on how much that you spend. And the first one was a Citrus Fresh. The next free item was a Citrus Fresh plus a Kid Scent Sleepy Ease oil. And then the next tier included those oils plus a peppermint, plus a Stress Away roll-on, which is a unique, very relaxing roll-on from Young Living. And then the last thing was all of those oils plus a backpack plus a 3-pack of hand purifier. So I'm going to bring that over and it'll show you kind of what you would need to buy to get to that level. This is the backpack, and everything is inside there. I actually picked that up from Young Living myself in Perth, rather than get it sent down because I was heading up there anyway. Now let's have a look. This order, from memory, around about $490 worth for the whole month. So if you break that up, let's say it's $500 to make it even Stevens, that's about $125 a week. So what would I spend my money on for that sort of thing? So one of the things was I bought a V6, this is a very large massage oil. So I was getting low on massage oils. Rather than buy the smaller 250 ml bottles, I buy this almost litre size here, and just top them up because I end up saving a fair bit of money that way. The other thing I bought is Thieves Laundry Liquid, which is a non-toxic, plant-based, all plant-based laundry detergent. You can use it on front loaders and top loaders. One bottle will do 64 washes. The reason why I got onto this, and it was one of the first Young Living ones I got onto, is because not only is it economical, but it really helped reduce the irritations of my children's skin, because obviously whatever you wash with, that small residual amount of chemical remains in the clothing, the bedding and so on, and your kids are in that all the time. So we found that by using this, it really reduced some of those skin reactions that my kids had. Now, one of the other things I got was some einkorn granola. This is a beautiful tasting product. It's got Ninja wolfberries in it. There's no added colors, preservatives, artificial flavors. It's not high in fructose, corn syrups, and it's made with whole grain, and it's a vegan recipe. Now, einkorn is a type of grain that is not a hybridized wheat product, so that often if you have people, I'm not talking about people with celiac, but people with a intolerance to gluten, which most people actually do have some intolerance to gluten, einkorn has, is one, because it's an ancient grain, it doesn't have that large amount of gluten that you would find in other similar products. Now, the other items that I got were Megacal. Now, all these items here are things that are going to last me a very long time. So Megacal, it's 450 grams, and you only use 5 grams per day. So I have that sometimes in my in my water bottle during the day, but usually I have it at night as part of a nighttime smoothie, because of the ingredients that are in it are very good at helping promote good sleep. It's actually it's a calcium magnesium supplement, so really good for bones, really good for muscles and so on. But if you do a bit of research on calcium and magnesium and manganese, you'll find that they are excellent when it comes to helping with sleep. So that's what I get. So sulfazyme, so I have this, this is my main go-to for my osteoarthritis. I have severe osteoarthritis. This sulfazyme is for mild osteoarthritis. I still take it because I find it takes the edge off, and it means I don't have to go straight to those nastier things like an anti-inflammatory from the chemist. So I can take an anti-inflammatory every now and then if it's really bad, but I find by taking sulfazyme and things like that, it takes the edge off it, so that I don't have to have anti-inflammatories as often, or any of the other painkillers and so on. So if I do have them, they work really well. Now, I actually really pleased. I told Young Living that my friend's cable had gotten chewed through by her pet rabbit, which is true. And I gave her my cable, and I ordered a replacement from the States, and I forgot that different power cables in Australia. So when I mentioned it to the Young Living, she just said, oh, I've got one of those, and went up and grabbed me one, which is really nice of her. Did not have to do that. Lovely. This is another item purchased. This is Mira shaving oil. I've done a video on shaving creams before, and Mira shaving oil is an excellent alternative if you're looking for something natural, non-toxic to shave with. It's all that I use now. Does a great job. Skin feels nice and soft. Don't need to use anything afterwards. Yeah, very, very happy with it. Easy to shave with as well. There's a heap of stuff in here. This is one of the freebies that I talked about. This is a little roller ball, which is called Stress Away. So that's basically a ready-to-use product, which has got your essential oils and a carrier oil in there. So, and with a roller ball ready to go. What have we got here? So Thieves, that's one of the freebies. That's a hand purifier there. And Copaiba came in the bundle for when I bought the Mega Kel. It's one of the bundles that you get. It's a way of saving money. Ends up being 17% off of the wholesale price if you buy certain bundles. Now I've got a heap of other stuff here. So let's have a look. Otherwise I'm going to get confused. Eucalyptus globus. So that's an excellent eucalyptus oil. That's one I ordered in myself. Lavender. That's a wellness oil, and I will talk about wellness oils later. And I also have an orange wellness oil. Now they're the same as your other oils, but with wellness oils I can start to talk about the health benefits. For instance, with lavender, one of the things that it's traditionally used for in aromatherapy is to relieve headaches. So we can talk about those in greater detail, but I'm just doing this quickly. Just going through the bag. That's another free product there. So we've got another hand purifier, hand sanitizer free. That was a freebie. That's a Kid Sense free essential oil. So that's a sleepy oil. That's one that you can put in the diffuser. It's kid friendly, so it's already at a strength that I can use with my children. Now that's an orange essential oil, and that's the orange wellness oil. The same oil, one of them, because of the Therapeutic Goods Australia, one of them I can talk about in regards to health and how you can use it for different things. The other one, really I can only talk about it as a culinary oil, or also as something to use for your skin. And I'd have to be very vague about how I talk about it as far as health goes. The other one I can specifically talk about certain things. This is a citrus fresh oil, beautiful smelling oil, quite cheap. Orange, all these citrus oils are really cheap to buy, but are lovely to use and smell really beautiful. This is a peppermint. That was a free oil. Happy about that because I use peppermint regularly, especially when it comes to support for my muscles, etc. And I bought a peppermint oil as well, so I ended up with two. So that's one of the wellness ones. And another free product. So that is the third of those purifiers there. And I think that's all that's in the bag. So, yeah, oh, look at that. There's also inside the backpack, there's a little bonus. There's a little, there's a notebook. That's a Young Living notebook. So that came with the bag. So that's pretty cool. Just make sure there's nothing else in here. Oh, there is. So it's a really good backpack. It's got, in the front pocket here, it's got some little tiny partitions where I can slide my oils inside there, and they will hold for when I want to travel around. So it's a bit hard to do on camera, but that's what they're for. So that's pretty cool. So I've got that. I've got the book that came inside. There's also a Young Living pen. Yep, Young Living pen, which also came in there. So that's pretty groovy. And I've got this as well, which I have no idea what it is. So I'm going to open that up. raincoat. It's a Young Living raincoat. Unbelievable. So, just a disposable one. So that came in the bag as well. So I'll be interested to see if there's anything else in this thing that have, oh, there's another compartment there. Let's have a look at that. Oh, this is cool. So the bottom compartment has got all these spaces here where you put the oils in the inside there, and then you zip it up, and that's so that's really quite a clever little kit. So it wasn't just the backpack that I got, it was the backpack, the notebook, pen, the disposable raincoat, storage for oils as a freebie. So that's basically what it looked like. Now the other thing that was back ordered with the order, because I did also order one other item, and that's only just came in. Pretty sure it's in this box, unless it's something else. No, that's the right size. Was Amiga Jais, which has been on back order for a couple of weeks. I have it every day and I was out, so I did order one of those. Now Amiga Jais is fish oil, so very good high quality fish oil. It's CoQ10 and it's also vitamin D3. So great antioxidant values and all that. The fish oils are fantastic for the brain. And so, yeah, picked up one of those. So if we look at that order, that whole order, so the items that I ordered were, I did order a couple of oils. I ordered the very large massage oil as a refill. The laundry powder, 64 washes, that'll last us a good month or so, probably couple of months. A breakfast cereal, I ordered the Mega Cal, which came in a bundle with a Copaiba. Oh, with the sulfazyme, that's why I've only got one, so that was in the bundle, and the Amiga Jais. So that's all in one bundle, those 4 items. And I ordered the shaving oil as well. And then, because I ordered all that, I received all of those items for free. So I received the Citrus Fresh was free, the Kid Sense essential oil, the peppermint oil, the Stress Array roll-on, the hand purifiers, and the backpack and the goodies that were inside it, all free. So that's really cool. So what I'm going to do now, so look at all this stuff, and if you think about it, all these items here for free back in February, and if I remove the items that I paid for, so all those were free, plus the backpack. So this was all free this month. Pretty good value. All of that, that's $225 free stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pack that away, and then I'm going to show you what you can get this month for free. So let's have a look. Okay, so let's have a look at what's free in April. So April, we've got the Live Clean, Live Well, which is really quite fitting, considering I call my Young Living business Healthy Living Toxic Free. So depending on what you bought this month would depend on which tier. Remember there's 4 tiers depending on how much you spend, that will enable you to get free product. So basically the first tier is 145 PV, which is around about 145 US. So in Australian dollars, you're probably talking about doing a spend of around about $210, something along that line, and it goes up. The next tier is 190 PV, so that's about $300. Then it goes up to 250, so that's about $325, and then the next tier is 320, which is just under 500 bucks. So if you did spend, and it's about switching the spending from your store and the chemist and from your cosmetic stores over to buying natural product. So let's say you did that, what would you get for free this month? So in the first tier, so the 145 PV mark, you would get a eucalyptus radiator for free. So it's a fantastic eucalyptus oil, eucalyptus radiator, great choice as far as eucalyptus oils when using around children. Now the next free item that you would get is the Thieves Household Laundry Cleaner. Now this is a concentrate. 1 cap of this of this, which is 10 mils, will make a litre of window cleaner spray and wipe. It will make half a litre of general household cleaner. That's 1 cap, 10 mils, and 1 cap or 10 mils will, when mixed with water, will make 250 mils of oven cleaner and very high strength cleaner. Now, there's a lot of uses for this, heaps of recipes, but basically this is all we use for all of our cleaning at home. And one of these bottles, these smaller bottles, you can get a larger size, lasts us for a year. Now, this month it's free, so you can get these 2 items for free. The next tier to the 250 PV value, so you would get those 2 items. You would also get a pine essential oil, which has got a lovely fragrance. Smells exactly as you think it would. Pine is a beautiful, fresh smelling essential oil, as is eucalyptus. So both have very good cleaning properties on their own. Pine often used in recipes with essential oils as well. And you would also get, you'd also get a free one of these. So basically, in a large family, 2 months worth of laundry detergent. So you'd get enough cleaning concentrate for a year and enough laundry detergent for a couple of months, and those two oils free. And if that wasn't enough, if you went to the final tier and bought enough to secure the 320 PV tier here, which is usually I get that every month, you would also get a Lavamint softening foot scrub, which I don't have. This is actually a facial scrub. We'll pretend it's the foot scrub. And you would also get a cosmetics bag, which I don't have because it's a unique item. So you would get all of that, plus that cosmetics bag. It's a women's bamboo cosmetic bag, all free. So that's pretty cool. If you look at all this, this gives you an indication of what I've received or will receive free in just 3 months, totaling around about $700. That's pretty cool, for free. And when you take into account, I'm also getting points back on the items that I've already purchased. So for every $100, I get $25 back in credit on my account that I can just go and spend on something else legit for free. So, and that's not having to sell. That's just simply switching from a toxic product to a non-toxic product through Young Living. So it makes sense to do that. What I want to do also really briefly, and I might call my wife into this, and I'd like her to talk about freebies that she's received. And these are different. These are freebies where she's actually, those points that I talked about, where she's received credit for things that she's bought. So she's getting back, I believe she's getting back 25% now herself. And so she's now also able to save those points up. And recently she just put in a free order, and I'd like her to tell you what those free items are. So I'm going to tag out to my wife.
Hello, I'm here to talk about a little bit about my freebies. As my husband mentioned before, I spend about 350 points, so which is like huge for me. And normally I'll try to be smart about spending my points. Normally I will spend my point on the oils that I wouldn't normally spend my money on because maybe they're too expensive. So my point I spent on first time is I got eucalyptus, and they're both different. It's one of them is eucalyptus radiata and globulus. I love eucalyptus because as Asians, Indonesians, we grow up with yuki oil, what you call it here. For babies, adults, we always use it, especially in the cold weather, to warm up skins off. So over here, I use this mostly for my laundry because they smells really fresh and they warms and feel healthier. So I love the smell. actually tell my friends to try this with some oil carrier to replace all those yuki that she's got from the shop, but see how it goes. So that's my eucalyptus. And I also got one little gentle baby. Now I have to say, out of all the oils, I love the flowers, but gentle baby is my very, very top favorite oil for diffuser. It's got strong ylang ylang oils in it, and I just love the smell. It just gives me relaxed mode, give me in the relaxed mode. So I very recommend this oil. So that's my gentle baby. And I also got 2 jasmines. I never have jasmine, so I was waiting for the points to get these jasmines. Apart from the smell of jasmine, and then, you know, make me feel that I'm home, of course, I also, in Indonesia, we use jasmine and ylang ylang for part of our daily life. So I remember my grandmother used to put ylang ylang and jasmine, and they boil it in a coconut oils, and they use that for their hair, and sometimes they use that for the skins. So I'm gonna put that in my skincare regime. So I'm gonna put that with my moisturizer, or I'm just gonna put that in my my homemade serum. I have a homemade serums at home where I just put all the top ingredients for skincare, like myrrh, frankincense, and I put geranium because I haven't got rose. They're expensive. And I'm gonna put jasmine, so it will smells good. So that's my jasmine. So that's all my 5 oils from the point. And I also have my must-have serum for every night. I use that only every night, because sometimes I use that on the day if I use my homemade serum from the oils. So this one is Art. I'm pretty sure Troy's already mentioned it, why I use it, because it's so light and it very well absorbs in the skin, make it all the when you put moisturizer on the top, it doesn't stay on the surface of the skin. It's very well absorbed and very, very light. And the last one I got from my point is Sheer Loom. It's brightening skin. As everyone's aware that us Asian, for some reasons, is obsessed with brightening skins. I know it won't make my skin whiter, but it will actually make my skin look lively, not dull. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's not dull, it looks fresher. So I use that Sheer Loom creams mostly every day and every night. I know I have some cream for day, but sometimes I just like the textures of my skin. So yeah, so that's all. So I got that. My husband's got my serum, so I got all this from I got this from my points. So hope you guys enjoyed.
So thanks to my wife. I mean, it's one of those, I did really throw that on her just to go through those freebies that she got just from using her points. I haven't showed you what, well, I'll be doing an order soon to use my points, and I'll run through that. If you are with my I have a call my group the Global Wellness Society. So if you're in my group, I go through these tips and explain how to use your points fairly regularly. And I'll be doing that again fairly soon, because if you're saving these points up from doing your ordering, you don't want to waste them. Look how much stuff that she got for free. Jasmine oil, not a cheap oil, and nor is the Sheer Loom and also the serum. reasonably expensive products. So being able to get them for free is fantastic. And if you look at all of this, so all these products here, this is what my wife and I have gotten just over the past couple of months for free, simply by switching from those toxic shop bought products. Easy to find out how toxic the ingredients are, and switch to a much healthier alternative that is natural and also is they are a very good company when it comes to sustainability. In fact, they're basically the benchmark in the industry, and they also are extremely ethical in the way that they do their farming practices with the people that live in the areas, and how the money goes back to the local communities and it truly goes back to them, and truly use local expertise rather than exploiting local people. So all this, think about all this sort of stuff when you're going to Coles and Woolies and you're buying, and you're going to spend $500 over the course of a month. What do you get? You literally just get what you've bought off the shelf, and you might end up, every 6 months with a $10 voucher that you can spend back in the store. Compared to all this, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. I will try and condense it, and I'll also break this up in the smaller portions for those that just want to watch those little bits here and there, and maybe just hear my wife talk, because I'm sure she's much more entertaining than what I am. So good health to you, and look forward to chatting to you soon. Thank you.